Hey everyone, I just rambled for about 10 minutes and realized that I was talking in circles. So that tells me that I am a little out of practice in making videos, so please bear with me. It's really important for me to get back on here and start documenting what I'm doing because I've literally spent the last 3 weeks to a month just sorting my crap out. I don't know how else to put it. Finishing unfinished projects that are taking up mental space, getting all the things handled that I need to do, things I've been putting off, things I haven't been able to do because I was in that first year of like a baby. I feel like it takes a good solid year or more to feel like you are starting to feel like a human again. So my baby's 1 in a couple months, and I'm starting to feel human again. I'm getting more sleep. Things are going well. I've been really diving in to books, podcasts, and staying off of social media the last little while in terms of like fitness accounts, weight loss accounts, because I think it's just so easy to get confused, so easy to think, well, if I maybe I need to eat that way. Maybe if I just did that, I could lose weight. And it's really easy to get distracted and waste a ton of time. And so I've really been trying to be very intentional about my time. What am I doing with my time? How am I spending my time? What am I learning? What are my goals? What are my obstacles? And I have been trying to clear the obstacles because I know that I will not be successful until I clear the obstacles that are holding me back, getting myself in a routine, getting my kids in a routine, getting a cleaning routine figured out, a nap schedule, all of that. I just haven't been able to do that in the last year, but those are things that help me be successful. When I was the most successful at weight loss, I was getting up at 5 o'clock every morning. I was prepping my food. I was going for walks. I was exercising. I was doing the best that I could in those circumstances. Now I have 3 kids. Back then I had 1 kid. So things are going to look a little bit different, but kind of the same. And having like the other parts of life really figured out and really on point really helps me carve out that time for myself. And so the last month, that's honestly what I've been doing. I've been finishing unfinished projects. I've been working on the schedules, the cleaning, all the things. So I just wanted to catch you guys up to speed on kind of where I'm at. I've been listening to Jordan Syatt's podcasts, a ton of different podcasts, and reading books to really make sure that what I'm doing to try to lose weight is not a waste of my time, that I'm not going off trying to follow some diet that's not sustainable. And that I'm really maximizing every ounce of energy that I'm taking away from like family life, mom life, all the things, and putting it into myself. I want the results. I feel like I don't have hardly any time for myself, although I'm working on being more assertive to make that time for myself. The little time that I give to myself, I want it to be meaningful and I want it to be effective. I don't want to spin my wheels. So I kind of feel like probably a lot of us, it's like, well, now I know what to do, but then doing it is the hard part. Honestly, it's the hard part. But I know that as I keep flexing that muscle of determination, it's like, okay, one good day. Okay, well, maybe I had 1 good day and 3 bad days. And then the next week, maybe I have 2 good days and 2 bad days. Just building that consistency. And it does not happen overnight for me anymore, folks. I used to be that person. It's like, oh yeah, give me a hard diet and I'll be perfect for 30 days. Or, oh, tell me to exercise for an hour. How about I make it 2? Like, I was never afraid of a challenge. And now I'm like, whoa, hold up. I'm not really ready to commit because I don't know if I can be successful. And so I'm really trying to build my confidence in myself that I can be successful. I've had the most annoying cough that is just like lingering. I'm like, we're pushing 3 weeks here. Anyway, so last time I talked about this book, I picked it up at the Dollar Tree. It's called Extreme Transformation Lifelong Weight Loss in 21 Days. I love this book. I love the recipes. I love the meal plan. The exercises are not, they are not something that I can do right now. But I absolutely love the pen and paper exercises. The rules that I've been thinking about. I mean, this book has really helped me kind of break down what's hard about being consistent. And it can be as simple as, well, I started eating off my kids' plates. I started, doing all these little tiny behaviors that maybe if I just did it once, it wouldn't really have an impact. But if over time, I'm constantly picking at my kids' food because I have like this mental thing, like, I don't want to waste food, or like, well, I'll just eat their food and not make my own food. And so I've written down like a couple of things like, I deserve to eat my own food. I will eat my own food. If they don't finish their food, it either goes in the garbage and I make a smaller portion next time, or I put it in a bag and they can eat it later, depending on what it is. I can't remember the other one. That was one of them for me. Just like writing it down, being assertive and saying, I need to exercise. I need to go for my walk. I need to get up early. This is what I need. Family, I need you to do this so that I can be successful at my exercise. And it's involved having like a really straightforward conversation with my husband. Like, hey, in the past, I've been really afraid to say, hey, I want you to watch the kids while I go for a walk, just because I feel guilty. He doesn't make me feel guilty. It's all up here. And he's like, yeah, just go exercise. I will totally back you up. So it's just having that conversation, telling my kids, if you come for a walk with me, you will stay in the stroller the entire time because mommy has to walk fast. It's not a leisure walk. It's not a walk to go pick up rocks. This is mommy's exercise time. I can't stress enough how much it's helped to just be really assertive with my family. This is what I need, and I've been really good with my exercise. I hurt my knee with the weightlifting program that I was doing. It was a Beachbody Lift 4 program, which I really like because building muscle and lifting weights is super important to me right now. But I am like in the very, very beginning baby stages. I'm like an infant in the weightlifting world. I've been trying to get out for a walk just to help with my mood and blood sugar and getting out, breathing the fresh air. My hip is like totally jacked, which has been like something that if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I've had lots and lots of things to overcome. Each pregnancy messed with my pelvis, my hips, my sciatic nerve. I've been in physical therapy. I've seen chiropractors. I've done it all. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Been there, done that. Yes, I've tried that stretch, yoga, all the things, ibuprofen, ice. It's like, I would just love to have an injury that isn't so close to my crotch. Like, I'm about to start physical therapy again. I was walking downtown from the post office, took a wrong step, my hip like locked up. I hobbled to my car. I called the chiropractor and I'm like, hi, I can't walk. And I hobbled in. They, did their assessment or whatever. And he's like, yeah, you're going to need to do some physical therapy. And luckily they have the best physical therapist. So I'm so excited. I love this office, and they have 2 locations now. One of them is really close to where I live. Like, I could walk there, I could ride my bike there. Super excited. So I feel like I have the right people, the right team. I've got the physical therapist, I've got the chiropractor, I'm working with my doctor. My hip causes me a lot of grief. And it interferes with the exercise part of my journey. And so I just have to be really patient. Before this video turns into a 20-minute video, I want to talk really quickly about Dr. Isabella Wentz, and her new book, Hashimoto's Food Pharmacology. She is the reason that I finally went gluten-free back in like 2015. It's been like 5 years, and I was gluten-free for about 8 months. It's the best I ever felt, but it was really hard because I got pregnant and like the only thing I wanted to eat was carbs. And I've had a few weeks where I've been gluten-free, and then I'm just like, no, don't want to do this. It's too hard right now. But Isabella Wentz and Dave Asprey are like the people who I look to because they're incredibly well educated and they're not like making up science. For example, she has her doctorate in pharmacy, like she is a pharmacist, and she herself has Hashimoto's, and she has 3 different books, and I have both of her books, and I've attended her Hashimoto's thyroiditis seminar, like hours and hours of webinars and podcasts so that I could learn about the thyroid, because there's so much garbage out there, and it's a really frustrating thing to live with, and to feel like not only am I overweight and now my blood sugar is high, I have hip problems, I have a foot problem, I had a foot injury, I have pelvic floor problems, I have all these other things that are already stacked against me, and then the thyroid, which is really kind of like the master of the metabolism, when that's out of whack, it's like, okay, how many things am I going to be fighting against? And I think that over the years, over time, I'm just given up. I'm like, it's too much. I can't be wheat free. I can't be gluten free. I don't want to be gluten free. I don't want to have to like pay $6 for a loaf of bread. And sometimes I just want a flippin' turkey sandwich on bread. I don't want it on like pretend bread. I don't want it in a corn tortilla, So it's like, sometimes I just mentally can't handle the stress that it takes to be on a gluten-free diet. But anyway, I got her book today and I'm so excited. So I will return and report. But basically, after listening to some more podcasts, I kind of whittled down my efforts. Like I said, I want to be effective. I don't want to just be counting calories and still eating junk food. It's like, I want nutrient density. I want the foods that are going to help my autoimmune disease. I want the foods that are going to lower inflammation, in addition to higher protein, watching my calories, lifting weights when I can, walking as I get my hip like improved. It's like every single effort that I make, I want it to be meaningful. I want it to do something. I want it to mean something. I'm finally mentally in a good place. And I don't want to go down any path where I'm going to be frustrated in 2 months because I can't see results. And I feel like if I just count calories and I don't think about nutrition, I'm going to be frustrated. If I'm not consistent with my tracking, I'm going to have a weekend where I'm like, well, I didn't track. And it's like, I'm telling myself, oh, I'm only eating this many calories. But really, if I'm binging and I'm having like 5,000 calories, I can't really say that my program's not working because I'm not really factoring in the extra 10,000 calories that I had for the month, So I want to kind of just really focus on what choices I'm making that will have an impact. And I think that this book right here, which is all about the foods, nutrition protocols, and healing recipes to take charge of your thyroid health. It's just full of all the recipes. I need this in my life. So that's where I'm at. Holy 15 minutes in, I went upstairs to take a shower. And here I am, like a half an hour later, trying to record this video. Thank you for being here. I will let you know how things are going. They're probably just going to be these short little ghetto videos like this. I have plenty of footage of really more exciting and interesting things. But I just simply do not have the time to sit down and edit a video. I just don't. So I'm going to be the one take wonder until further notice.